Oh my goodness, look at that. That is so stunning. Is this the best makeup brand that no one is talking about? Today I'm going to be trying Half Magic. I went to Ulta and picked up a full face of their products minus complexion because I don't believe they have foundation and concealer. At least I didn't see it there. This brand is owned by Donnie Davy, who is the makeup artist on the set of Euphoria. I've never actually watched the show, but I just looked at a few clips and the makeup is absolutely stunning. So I was really excited to try everything, and spoiler alert, it blew me away. So if you're interested in learning more about Half Magic and seeing how I got this makeup look, then let's go ahead and jump right in and get started. All right, guys, so before we start, I just want to show you the Shop My Stash Advent Calendar item for today. This is the YSL All Hours Concealer. This is in the shade LC2. So if you're just tuning in, my son picked out 24 products from my collection, put them in little bags like this, and then every day I get a surprise. I have no idea what he put in any of these bags. So this was today's pick. This isn't one that I talk about on my channel very often, but I really like the formula. I think this is one of the most smoothing concealers that I own. It's great for drier, more mature skin. My biggest complaint about it is the shade range. I feel like this is the second to lightest shade, and even the lightest shade, I find them to be a little bit too yellow for me because I have a cool undertone, but otherwise, I think this is beautiful and I can definitely make it work. It's not like over the top yellow. Also, I did my base makeup already just to save a little bit of time, so I'm wearing the Fenty Beauty Soft Lit Foundation, and this is in the shade 150. I really like this one too. I think it's a great dry skin option, and it has like a medium coverage, and I think this color is actually really perfect for me too. So anyway, let's jump into Half Magic. I'm so excited. I haven't tried any of these products yet, and I definitely want to start with the eyeshadows because these I feel like are the thing that you all were telling me to try the most. So I ended up getting 3 of them. I got 2 duochromes and then 1 metallic. So these come in just these little temporary cardboard containers because really you're supposed to put these into a palette. And I didn't get the palette that they offer on Ulta's website, but I already have a few palettes that I have singles in from Sydney Grace and some other indie brands. So I'm probably just gonna pop these into those. But the colors that I got are Blushing Lizard, which looks like a beautiful mauvey pink with a blue sparkle. So super pretty. I also got the shade Electric Butterfly. To me, this one looks like it has a pink or a purple base, but it also seems to shift to blue. So this one too is super, super gorgeous. And then the third one that I got is the metallic shade. This one is called Lil Deranged. And oh my goodness, this is the creamiest shadow ever. It feels even more so than the other two. I feel like the other two are a little bit more topper-like type of feel. And this one, wow, I was just blown away. It feels like a cream shadow, even though it's a powder. So as much as I want to try the green one, I think I have to try one of these other 2 duochromes. I think it'll just pair better with what I'm wearing today. So first, I just want to put down some cool tone mattes as a base. So I'm going to start with the shade Enigma from the Stone Cold Fox palette from ColourPop. And I'm just going to work this all throughout my crease using the Refer Shoto 00 brush. This is like the perfect taupe crease color for me. I usually reach for this one every time. I actually just ordered a backup of the Stone Cold Fox palette during ColourPop's holiday sale. They had them like 40 or 50% off off, and I figured I'm probably going to need a new one soon. Mine is so old. I mean, it still performs fine, but I just want to have a backup in case they discontinue it, because ColourPop does discontinue their palettes occasionally, and I honestly don't want to be without it. I mean, I've had this one for at least 3 years. It could have been 4. I honestly don't remember, but it's one of the most used palettes in my collection, so I definitely want to make sure I have a backup. All right, then next I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of this deeper kind of brownish gray shade. It's called Bold Type down here. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in my outer corner just to add some definition. And then I think I'm gonna use the shade Blushing Lizard on my lid. This one just looks so gorgeous. I'm just gonna pat that right on with my finger. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is so stunning. It has that beautiful hot pink base, but then the blue shimmer just adds this really cool dimension to it. And it's giving that beautiful wet look, like that scattered light effect. This is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. It reminds me of shadows from indie brands, and I love that you can just get this right at Ulta. You could use your points. I'm already obsessed with this color. I feel like it's interesting and unique, but it's also not like totally out of my comfort zone. I think this is beautiful. I do think these are the kind of shadows that'll make the most impact if you apply them with your finger versus a brush. I think with the little micro glitters, you're really just gonna wanna press them onto your eyes, and also use a glitter glue as well. Not that these need it. I don't think that they have a lot of fallout. In fact, they don't have any fallout at all. But if you really want to make them pop, you can use a glitter glue and that'll just intensify them even more. Look at how pretty that is. All right, I am so excited to try the other products now. So let's test out the mascara. This is called the Eye Electric Extreme Lengthening Mascara. This is actually a tubing formula, which made me so excited when I saw that on the website. I ended up getting it in the black shade, which I know is very basic. It does come in a couple of other colors as well. I know there's like an electric purple, there's a bright blue, but I had to be honest with myself. I'm gonna wear a black mascara more often than not. So I hope this is good. I feel like tubing mascaras can be really hit or miss, and I feel like I've tried them all because it's my favorite type of mascara. So I do like the wand. I think it's nice and small. It reminds me a lot of the wand that's on the Thrive Liquid Lash Extensions or the e.l.f. lash extender. In fact, I think a lot of the tubing formulas have a really similar style wand. The Milk Makeup one does, the Tarte Tartelette XL. It's interesting for sure, now that I think about it. But this, so far, it feels like a little bit of a wetter formula, but it's not super clumpy. I think the brush is gripping to my lashes nicely. It's giving good tension and combing everything through. I believe this is supposed to be more of a lengthening formula from what I've seen on the website. It talked more about it giving length and volume, but that's sort of what I prefer in a mascara anyway. If I have to pick one over the other, I always pick length because I like that long, fluttery lash look, but it's awesome if it can do both. So this formula definitely is drying very quickly. Like, it's already dry as I'm kind of trying to like add another coat. So you have to work quickly with it. And I think it does give that sort of really long, fluttery lash look versus a lot of volume. So if you're looking for volume, I don't think you're going to get it with this one. But I do love how long it makes my lashes look. And of course, because it's a tubing formula, it's not going to smudge under my eyes. So that's always a plus. So do I like this one more than the e.l.f. Lash Extender, which is cheaper? No, I think it's probably pretty similar to that one. The e.l.f. might even give me a little bit more volume than this one does. So I don't think I would necessarily repurchase this. I also feel like it's a little bit heavy. Just the formula feels very creamy. So I'm imagining this weighing down my lashes throughout the course of the day. I mean, we'll have to see, but if you're looking for something that's going to hold a curl, I don't know that this one is going to be that for you. But I also recognize that this is my first time using this out of the gate. And even like with the e.l.f. one or, you know, some of the other tubing formulas that I like, I didn't necessarily love them at first. That happened to me with the Hourglass formula. I wasn't impressed when I first tried it. I was like, okay, why were people recommending this to me? But after I used it for a week or two, it started to become amazing. And sometimes mascaras are like that. They kind of have to dry out after they're open for a while. So I'm not going to judge this one right off the bat. I do think it's a nice formula for sure. It gave me tons of length, but I also don't feel like it's so far above some cheaper formulas that I have. So here's the final result with the mascara. Just I'll zoom you guys in so you can see my lashes, the final result. Like I said, I do think it gives a lot of length, so I will give it that. I'm not mad about it at all. So next up, let's check out the blushes. So I got 2 different shades. I wasn't quite sure like which eye look I was gonna do, so I got one that I think was a little warmer and one that was cooler. So these are called the Cheek Fluff Soft Blur Blush, and these also come in the compostable cardboard pan. So again, if you get an empty palette, you can put these in there with your eyeshadows. So I'll just show you the 2 shades that I got. The first one is Sexual Flustration, which is a really hot pink. And the other one is Only Drama, which is a beautiful deep purple. And the texture of these is definitely really interesting. They almost feel like a cream. I don't know if they are a cream or if they're like a cream to powder hybrid, but they have that really blurry effect. If you've ever tried the J-Cat Beauty marshmallow blushes, they're kind of like these. I don't even know if J-Cat still makes those, but they're an awesome formula. So I'm really happy to see the same kind of thing going on here because I really love those. They just look so smooth on your cheeks, and I love the drier powdery feel that they have. So I think I'm gonna try this dark purple. I don't know if it's gonna be too deep for me. I couldn't tell from the website, but I just picked up a little bit with my finger, and I'm gonna start blending it with, what brush is this? This is the Sigma Soft Sculpt F11 brush. I wanted to get something a little bit firmer than the BK Beauty 107, which is the one I normally use, but I feel like this one might blend these out just a little more effectively. I feel like the other brush is too fluffy. But this color, oh my goodness, that's perfect. Those of you who have been around on my channel for a while know how much I love a purple blush, and that's because having a cooler complexion, a lot of pink blushes, even cool toned ones, end up looking peachy on me. But when I use purple, it comes out a true cool tone pink on me. So this is just absolutely perfect. Look at how gorgeous. You wouldn't know it looking at it in the pan. It looks so dark in the pan, almost like a blackberry shade, but that is perfect. I will say this formula is definitely more on the unique side. It's not as easy to blend as a powder, so I will caution you to just blend very fast because I don't know, like if you put some on, if it's just gonna get stuck there and stain if you don't kind of move quickly and blend it fast. And I would also recommend using a slightly denser brush to blend these, but overall, look at how perfect this color is. I can't get over it. All right, let's move on to lips. I ended up getting 2 of their high pigment oil balms. These are called Lip Snuggle. How cute is that? That's adorable. Again, I got 2 different shades, Kitten Pounce and Mauve Industry. So these claim to be the holy grail high pigment lip balm for makeup lovers. They have the comfort of an oil, 12-hour hydration, and rich high pigment color that lasts. And they also have this fuzzy applicator that's supposed to be really super comfortable when you're applying it. Normally lip balms like this either have a hard plastic applicator or one of those soft flexible silicone ones. So anyway, I definitely want to try both shades. So let's try Mauve Industry first, or maybe it's supposed to be Mauve Industry. I know people say it both ways. In America we say mauve, but I know in other countries they say mauve. Okay, so this is beautiful. Look at how much pigment this has for a lip oil. This is incredible, and it's a really super thin lip oil, so it's not one of those thicker cushiony lip oils that feels more like a gloss. This is a true, really super thin, almost weightless lip oil, but it has a lot of gloss. It's not scented at all. And then this one is Kitten Pounce. By the way, this applicator feels so nice going on. I don't mind the plastic applicators, those are fine. But once you've tried a soft one like this, it's almost like, how do you go back? All right, so this one is Kitten Pounce. I have to be honest, I wish that they had some more cool toned versions of these because these were the 2 coolest shades that I could get. I think the mauve one is definitely more cool. But on the website, Kitten Pounce looked a little bit more pink, and on me at least, it's pulling very peachy nude. So I think I'm probably gonna take this one off and put the mauve one back on. But this is definitely a shade that I would wear in my everyday life, no question. I just don't feel like it really goes with this look. Okay, so I was just picking up the tube of this one, and it's actually called Mauve Industry. I got it wrong. I thought it said mauve. My eyes can not be trusted these days when it comes to small print. Once I hit 40, I started struggling to see the small print. I think I need like those readers or something now. That name makes a lot more sense. So anyway, yeah, I don't feel like this is the lip color that I would necessarily choose to go with this look either. It's definitely more cool toned than the Kitten Pounds shade, but it's also not really matching the colors that I have on my cheeks, my eyes, and my sweater. Those are just a different shade of pink, I think. So I don't know if it really gives me a super cohesive look today, but again, that's not to say I wouldn't wear this lip color with other looks. I absolutely would, and I think this formula is fantastic. I love how much pigment you get in a super comfortable lip oil. So overall, I cannot say enough good things about this brand. Everything that I tried today was a hit, and I want to thank you guys for recommending that I try this brand. I admit when I was at Ulta, I saw it and kind of skipped right on past, but it's a winner for sure. I can see myself using those eyeshadows all the time. These blushes, this purple blush in particular, might be my new favorite blush. It is like undetectable on my skin. It's one of those formulas that doesn't give you any shine. It makes my cheeks actually look smoother where I put it, and it looks like it's coming from within my skin rather than something sitting on top. It doesn't have like a powdery look. It's also not too dewy, so it really just looks so natural and actually like smoothed my pores where I put it, which is fantastic. The mascara I think did such a beautiful job on my lashes, even though, like I said, I feel like I can get tubing formulas for less, and I don't think that this did any more than those do, but I'm gonna keep playing with it. I'm gonna use it every day for a while and see if it gets better with time as it dries out. And the lip oils, honestly, they might not have been the right colors for today's look, but I definitely can see myself using these all the time as well. I love that they're not fragranced, they're so pigmented, and the fuzzy applicator just makes them fun to apply. So overall, this is a smash hit for me. I do think this brand is worth the money. I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments below. Have you tried Half Magic? And if so, what are your favorite products from them? Also, I want to thank all of you for coming by and watching today's video. I truly appreciate it. If you have some extra time and you missed any of my Vlogmas videos, I'll put a few right over there that you could check them out next. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next one. Take care, guys. Bye.